Hey, I'll see you on tour in Las Vegas, Chicago, and Grand Rapids. In Chicago, it's stand-up and a live panel show. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets, and make sure you go to jimmydore.com. So guess what? Boeing astronauts are stranded on space station. But Boeing has astronauts? Is that a good idea? Really? And let me tell you, if there's one place you don't want the door to blow off your Boeing, it's outer space. Hold your breath. It's going to be quite a ride. Really? Boeing astronauts. I didn't know Boeing had astronauts. 2 NASA astronauts are still orbiting Earth on the International Space Station, going on 2 weeks, now probably 3. Could you check on this story? Because I was supposed to do this last week. He's supposed to be back on land. Oh, really? Okay. Barry Butch Wilmore and Suni Williams remain on the ISS as Boeing and NASA engineers work to fix a series of helium leaks. Helium leaks.
Huh?
You know the problem with those helium leaks? When they get on the NASA radio, NASA goes, "Get off this line and put your dad on the phone." Alvin, this is Chipmunk. We got a problem. Houston, it involves music copyright. Anyway, Barry Butch. So there's a helium leak on the Boeing Starliner spacecraft that ferried them into space on its first crewed voyage. A helium leak. Really? So they're NASA, but they're also Boeing? Is this like a NASCAR sponsorship kind of a thing? Let me guess. Was there a no-bid contract involved? Okay. Starliner, which had been delayed several times before its June 5th liftoff, experienced some thruster issues en route to the... I've had that problem myself. In 3 weeks now. And to the ISS, in addition to the helium leaks. So they got a couple of problems, though NASA says the spacecraft has been performing well in orbit while docked to the space station. The space agency also said Wilmore and Williams are not stranded. Oh, really? As they could undock and fly home at any time if deemed necessary. You better not say they're stranded, NASA, or else Boeing might pull their ads, I guess. Really? They are being kept in orbit past their planned return to allow mission teams times to review propulsion system data. I'm sure they could leave anytime they wanted. Huh. They just want to stay up there past when they decided they were supposed to leave. The Starliner can spend up to 45 days docked to the space station. Oh, that's normal. It's not like there are any major health issues to not coming back from space on schedule. It's not like they carefully calculate that shit ahead of time. Really? You wouldn't want the astronauts coming back looking like Julian Assange because they were also trapped in a small space for a long period of time. And going freaking crazy. You don't want to be the first ground crew to open that door either, right? Catch that first whiff. You know what I mean? It's like burping Tupperware. So get this. They go, "We are taking our time and following our standard mission management team process." Oh, yeah. Take your time while their bones shrink and they get 20,000 more chest x-rays worth of radiation. "We are letting the data drive our decision-making relative to managing the small helium system leaks and thruster performance. It's very small. The leaks are small." I like that it's NASA's commercial crew. We're going to be hearing that a lot more often, commercial crew. I picture that being like that guy from State Farm or Flo from Progressive, the Maytag guy. They're all stuck in outer space together, the commercial crew. So they're going to let the data drive their decisions. I don't know if you said they're going to let the data drive their decisions. That's usually what they say when they have no fucking idea what's going on. Put it all on a thing, like on a word. Don't blame me, blame the data. Wilmore and Williams were originally scheduled to return to Earth via Starliner on June 22nd.
Oh.
You got to be effing kidding me. That was pushed back to June 26th and then pushed back again on Friday to an undetermined date. They even have flight delays in space. Isn't that something? That they should create a new slogan. Nice going, Boeing. How about that? I like that. Wow. It took 3 attempts for the Starliner's first crewed mission to launch. I wouldn't want to be on that. A Boeing-created star thing that's having problems. The project intended to provide a second option for astronauts and cargo to reach orbit in addition to SpaceX's Crew Dragon program. It had been sidelined by delays and engineering issues for years. Despite the delays, Mark Nappy, the vice president and program manager of the Commercial Crew Program for Boeing, said in a statement that Wilmore and Williams remain overwhelmingly positive. Well, that's nice. The Starliner rocket had a helium leak, which was known prior to liftoff. Yet NASA and Boeing still sent 2 astronauts to the International Space Station, where they are now stuck. Oh, no, they can come up whatever they want. Once they got in orbit, they discovered 4 more helium leaks, plus 1 unstable thruster. I predict Elon Musk and SpaceX will come to the rescue and have to send a Dragon capsule up to get them back to Earth. So, I don't know what I guess that's where the problem is. Oh, that's the thing. It's connected to this. This is the space station. Okay, well, I wish them well. The crew says they're doing well and they found a way to use their own farts as fuel. This is Elon's checkmate flex. I say you send the SpaceX up to rescue them if you can find parking. Maybe the Boeing Dragon isn't the right name, as it's something that traditionally kills humans. I don't know. Just saying. Just saying. Hey, have you ever wondered what happened to Chuck Norris? I did. I recently saw a video. There's a video of him. And first of all, he looks fantastic. He says he's got more energy than he did 10 years ago. And he's even stronger than he's been in the last 10 years. He can work out longer, and he has plenty of energy left over for his grandkids. That's what he says. Chuck Norris, he's 80. He did this by making one change. What's that? He says he feels like he's in his 50s. His wife even started doing it, this one thing, and she's never felt better. She says she feels 10 years younger. Her body looks leaner. She's got energy all day long. What's the one thing? Well, Chuck made a special video that explains it. I watched the whole video. It's a good video. Actually, I did. I like the video. I was interested, and I think I'm going to start taking this stuff. Anyway, it's going to change the way you go to chuckdefense.com/Jimmy. Go to chuckdefense.com/Jimmy, and you can click the link below of this video. And it will change the way you think about your health. Once again, that's chuckdefense.com/Jimmy, and click on the link in the description below to watch the video. You're not going to believe how simple it is. Just a reminder, the legendary Chuck Norris is a whopping 81 years old and yet has more energy than me. Well, that's not saying much. He looks fantastic. He discovered he could create dramatic changes to his health simply focusing on 3 things that sabotage our body as we age. Watch this method by clicking the link in the description below, chuckdefense.com/Jimmy. Hey, I'll see you on tour in Las Vegas, Chicago, and Grand Rapids. In Chicago, it's stand-up and a live panel show. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets, and make sure you go to jimmydore.com.